Alright folks, Genius Idiot, we are back. So, what a reveal, thanks to the misses and little baby Ace to swing by. And yeah, it was insane. Well, you must be shocked and confused about El Rey's claim, Ace. I didn't want you to find out this way. I don't understand. El Rey said you've been helping Sombra from the start? Clearly he's lying, right? It's complicated. Wait, you're saying it's true? It can't be. My hands are tied, Ace. I can't tell you anything. You must discover the truth yourself. In the meantime, I'm standing down as chief of the bureau. Ingrid will take over my duties. Wow, I don't understand anything. Tell us El Rey is lying. All I ask is you keep an open mind, Ace. I trust you will discover the truth. Ace, I don't understand. Is Ripley admitting she somehow helped Sombra? Did she betray the bureau? I'm so confused she won't tell us anything. You're right, we need to talk to El Rey again. I don't trust him, but he's our only chance of finding more. Interesting. Creepy. Back so soon, Senior Trooper Ace. Missed me already? No more games, El Rey. Start talking about your claims concerning Chief Ripley. Oh, you disappoint me, Senior Trooper Ace. You're the investigator. Find the evidence yourself. You better start talking now, or I swear... Shoot me, and you'll never get answers. Rise above your anger, Senior Trooper Ace. Change your perspective. You're completely insane. Ace, let's leave this madman to rot away in the shadows. Remember, Senior Trooper Ace, it's only a question of perspective. Well, that went as well as expected. El Rey gave us nothing. Wait, what, Ace? You seriously think his ravings about changing perspective and rising above things are clues? I guess he could have been hinting at the skybox. It's high above the stadium and gives people a new perspective on the rink. I hate playing games, but I guess we don't have a choice. Ace, I heard what El Rey said about Ripley. I can't help thinking that it could be a smokescreen to distract you. Remember, El Rey stole those classified documents from Stone's apartment. Maybe there's something he doesn't want us to know. If El Rey's plans didn't end with Stone's murder, we must find out what else he had up his sleeve. Alright, let's all pull together, Jonah. You go with Ace to Stone's apartment, and I'll wait for you at the skybox. And Ingrid's now the chief. Interesting. Alright, so we got a spoon, duffel bag, perfume, whiskey glass, a bee. I forget where the bee is. Electric fan. Dartboard, oh, right there, dagger, stack of papers, pill bottle, tuxedo. I'm wondering if she's being like blackmailed or something, but still. Do you think those documents are what El Rey wanted us to find, Ace? It might be full of lies, but they could explain what Ripley's part has been in all of this. Let's have a look. Oh, DVD. Fan, cigar box, snowflake, paper boat, calculator, pigeon, and an eel. Nice. Well, if this CD has anything to do with Sombra's plans, El Rey would have every reason to break it. We better put it back together, Ace. Man, this is getting good, man. I like that they did this at the one case before, so they kind of build up. I feel like they've done that before. Oh, they have a history. These documents are from the Canadian Secret Service, Ace. These must be the files El Rey stole from Stone. Now look at the photo. It says Operation Sombra. And is that Chief Ripley? Ripley looks so young. This must have been taken years ago. What's Operation Sombra? And who's that P. Molina? These could be the answers we're looking for. Let's get this photo to Elliot, Ace. P. Molina. I think he's the original El Rey. Maybe she went undercover? I don't know. Lots of thoughts are going through my head right now. I don't think she's inherently evil, but she definitely had a role to play and kept us didn't keep us in the loop. The CD is labeled Peter Walker, inmate 247. The name doesn't ring a bell, Ace. Do you think it could be linked to Sombra? Well, there's no time to waste. Let's send this CD to Elliot. For sure. So I'm going to have to wait 9 hours, guys. I will see you guys back here. This has been Pitching Against 88. Au revoir. Alright, folks, Pitching Against 88, we are back. Let's see what we can find. Hey, so little man, did you find anything on that prisoner? Well, he wasn't actually a prisoner. Peter Walker was a psychiatric patient. This CD contains his treatment history. 2 months ago, Walker claimed he was a part of a powerful order hell-bent on world domination. Walker said the eagle will fall at the hands of the king. The doctors dismissed this as the imaginings of a delusional madman, but they raised an alarm when Walker was found murdered the following morning. Someone clearly wanted to keep him quiet. A powerful order bent on world domination? Could that be Sombra? Sorry, Ace, this file doesn't say. Well, we must figure out if this Peter Walker was Sombra. Ronan worked with them, right? Do you think he'd know? If he does, I'm sure I can make him talk. Let's go see Ronan, Ace. Well, we already know with Ronan, all you gotta do is pay the man some money, so... I've got good news and bad news, Ace. We'll start with the good news. We could use some. Well, while I can't find any trace of an Operation Sombra, this photo was taken back when the chief was a special agent for the CIA. It was probably a mission. The bad news is this P. Molina she's talking to is none other than Arsenio Castillo. Wait, what? Chief Ripley met with Sombra's founder? Well, this doesn't mean she helped them. We need to find out more. I doubt he'll be talking to Ace, but I agree, Castillo's our only lead. Let's go jog his memory. Nice. Nice. Let's talk to Ronan first, though. Hey, good thing you haven't skipped town, Ronan. We'd like your help with something. Well, I never give any information away. But maybe we could negotiate your Sombra drive in exchange for whatever I can tell you. Nice try, Ronan. How about you give us what you know in exchange for me not punching you? Okay, let's all be reasonable. So what do you got? We've looked in the file of a psychiatric patient in Montreal, a certain Peter Walker. Oh, the Sombra recruit gone mad. That idiot learned the hard way you shouldn't attract attention. So Walker actually was Sombra. Ace, this gives a whole new meaning to his crazy ramblings. We need to go back to the station. I could help, I guess. Well, in a way, I'm impressed you put El Rey away, Senior Brace. Have this to show that there's no hard feelings. Ace, what did Walker say on that CD? The eagle will fall at the hands of the king? You're right, Ace. Now that we know that Walker was Sombra, it's easy to see that the king is El Rey. And the eagle, that must be the President of the United States, James Hewitt. Wait, you think El Rey's plan was to assassinate Hewitt? Well, but that means you just saved the President of the United States, Ace. That's incredible. This must have been Sombra's plan all along. Turn the US against their allies, dividing the country and isolating them, then create a power vacuum in order to seize control. And it would have worked if it weren't for you, Ace. After chasing Sombra around the globe, their reign of terror is over. We got one more case left. Let's hold off there. Let's hope it is, but... Senior Brace, what a surprise. I never thought we'd meet again. Yeah, this isn't a social call, Arsenio. And why are you so upbeat? Didn't you hear we caught El Rey? I heard. Hector bit off more than he can chew, but I'm certain he's got a few tricks up his sleeve. Yeah, but not on our watch. Now we're here about this photograph. Ah, yeah, Special Agent Elizabeth and her Operation Sombra. I wondered how long it would take before you discovered this. A quick history lesson. Back in the 1980s, there was a little-known monarchy called Grenada on the southern border of Colombia. Nobody cared about it until they struck oil. Suddenly, everybody wanted a piece of Grenada, the US included. But they needed an excuse to enter the country, a made-up enemy. That's when the talented Miss Ripley came onto the scene. I don't know how she found us. Sombra was still a small group of intellectuals lacking funds to put our ideas into practice. But she offered me a deal. The CIA would give Sombra funds, and in exchange, Sombra would threaten Grenada. The US then stepped in and saved Grenada from Sombra attacks, basically invading them in the process. So the CIA used you to get their hands on Grenada's oil, and then what? They let you walk away? Hardly. They used us for a few more operations, then they tried to wipe us out. But erasing Sombra from the records wasn't enough. They destroyed our headquarters, sent assassins after me. They razed us to the ground. I managed to fake my death, transferring our remaining funds and the title of El Rey to young Hector, and Sombra went underground. Oh, so Ripley thought Sombra was destroyed. Yes, she and the CIA underestimated us. We were already much stronger than they'd ever anticipated, and Hector made us stronger still. Whew. I need a moment to take this all in. Take your time and take this. Looks like you could both use a pick-me-up, Senior Trooper Ace. Well, I can believe Castillo when he says the CIA used Sombra to invade Grenada, Ace. I've heard such stories before. But that means Ripley really was involved. And while I'm sure she thought Sombra had been eliminated, why didn't she share this with us when she found out that they were still active? Yeah, I'm not sure it's related, Ace, but Asal's up to her old tricks. I saw her in the Hall of Fame, but when she spotted me, she bolted. I could use a distraction. Ace, let's go check out the Hall of Fame. What are you doing, Asal? Alright, so we got toilet paper, metal. Shopping bag, his head, cash. Do not touch. Corn. Headphones, cotton candy. There's a son of a saw, but a lighter with a lock on it. That has to be a spy gadget written all over it. Let's crack it open. Now, am I gonna have to wait a little bit of time, or can I just figure this out now? Because really, I just want to know when the next case is going to be. If it's gonna be next week, or if I have to wait a week. Nice. Bingo, this lighter hit a USB key. This must be Asal's. Let's get it to Elliot and see what's on it. So we're gonna have to wait. Of course. Alright, so 6 hours. I'll see you guys in 6 hours when pitching is 8. Au revoir. Alright folks, let's finish this off. Well, I don't know about how Asal got a hold of what's on that USB, Ace, but you'll want to see this. I thought you'd eliminated Sombra years ago, Ripley. Why are they popping up all over my agent's reports? I'm aware of the situation. It's under control. I'm assembling a team of investigators to deal with them. Well, this is all you're doing. If you hadn't financed these madmen in the first place, none of this would be happening. Don't tell me things I already know, Director, and you were more than happy to use them as an excuse for your operations. Well, this team of yours, none of them can know about Sombra's origins, not even your best agents. We must keep this under wraps. You do your job, Director, and I'll do mine. Mark my words, Sombra will be stopped. Wow. A year and a half later, 55 cases later, it finally comes, we finally figure it out. So Ripley created the Bureau specifically to stop Sombra. Except she never told us that that was our purpose. I still can't believe she hid all this from us. Well, clearly the director of Mossad didn't want the truth getting out. Well, that's no excuse. She could have still told us. She let us fumble in the dark for months just to protect her reputation. And all I keep thinking of is that Michelle might still be alive if we had known what we were walking into, Ace. I know, Ace is right. Asal had that video and didn't tell us anything. We need to find out why. Let me come with you, Ace. I need to talk to Asal myself. Getting ready for fireworks. We found your USB key, Asal, Now, all this time, you knew Ripley was responsible for Sombra's rise to power and you didn't tell me? I didn't know it when we were dating, if that's what you mean. I only became suspicious when my boss told me to lay off the bureau. That's when I started digging into Massad's files and found that video. I assumed that you knew about Ripley's guilt and were covering up for her mistakes. We were just trying to stop Sombra. Ripley never told us anything. And it's not like you were forthcoming with information. You treated the hunt for El Rey like a game. Can you blame me? I thought if you got to him first, you'd make him disappear along with any proof that Sombra ever existed, conveniently absolving your chief of responsibility. That does make sense. Well, El Rey's behind bars, and we'll make sure he gets the punishment he deserves. So you really did it? You caught El Rey? I clearly misjudged you, Jack. You always said I should have trusted you more. Maybe you were right. Just remember that next time you meet someone. I'll keep that in mind. I wish you all the best, Senior Trooper Ace. And Jack, I wish you all the best with Lars. I have no idea what you mean, but thanks. Oh, and by the way, Senior Trooper Ace, I wanted to give you this. Let's say it's a thank you for bringing down Sombra. Aww, I did like us all. Ace, I kind of thought catching El Rey would make me happy, but all I can think about are Chief Ripley's lies. Yeah, clearly the Chief tried to right her wrongs. The CIA assumed Sombra was destroyed after Grenadier. They had no idea El Rey had slipped into the shadows. Right, Ace. We must remember who the real bad guys are. And I'm not afraid it's not that black and white, Jonah. I'd like to have a talk with Ripley. She asked us to find the truth for ourselves. Well, we have. Where is she? Ace, I don't know how to tell you this. Ripley's gone. What do you mean, gone? She's gone. Her office is empty. The only thing left was a message on her computer. Look. Ace, by the time you're watching this, I'll be gone. Please understand that when I made that deal with Castillo, I thought I was working for the greater good. I was arrogant and ambitious. I thought Sombra would be a convenient enemy to exploit, a decoy I could dispose of when they were no longer useful. But I underestimated them, and the world has paid the price for my mistake. I hoped by establishing the Bureau, you would put a stop to the monster I helped create. You've succeeded beyond my wildest expectations, Ace. I always intended to step down once El Rey was caught, and while I would have liked to celebrate this victory with you, I realize I'm in no position to claim it as my own. I will have to live with the weight of my decisions. You will not see me again, but I know you'll go on to accomplish even greater things. Goodbye, Ace. It's been an honor. Well, I guess that's that then, Ace. Ripley's gone. I still can't believe she gets so much hidden from us. I wonder how different things might have been if we had known the truth. There's still one thing to be done. El Rey needs to face a trial for all of Sombra's crimes. We better hurry, Ace. You don't want to miss the grand finale. Dude, we all know that there's a case after this. Well, it's been a long time coming, El Rey. As Sombra's supreme leader and a known assassin, you're going away for a long time. Lock me up, do your worst, it changes nothing. I think it changes quite a lot. The world is a safer place with you behind bars. It's your troop race to put a stop to your plan to assassinate President Hewitt. The world has suffered much at your hands. Innocent children used as weapons, officers of the law ruthlessly murdered. Healing will take time, but thanks to Senior Trooper Ace's relentless efforts, we're now on the path to recovery and peace. Your rotting world will never heal without me. Your laws are weak. Your system is powerless. Yeah, tell it to your cellmate, El Rey. I've heard enough. I'll rest easier tonight knowing you're behind bars for the rest of your life. And Ace, on behalf of this court, I'd like to thank you for everything you've done. You're a testament to the power of our institutions. Enjoy your victory, Senior Trooper Ace. We'll see each other again. Of that, I'm certain. That's interesting. Cheers, Ace. Have some more champagne. I can't believe we're finally done with Sombra. After all this time, it's over. Well, it may be over, but we won't make the same mistakes Ripley did. People will monitor the globe for Sombra activity for years to come, making sure they don't resurface. I'm just happy this is all finally behind us. We can all move forward. Yeah, we can. Ace, everyone, put down your drinks. Just because you're not legally allowed to drink. Listen to me. President Hewitt, he's been kidnapped. Oh, snap. That's leading to the last one. Booyah. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. How much do you want to bet the assault's involved in the last case? And you see the Bermuda Triangle on the map? It might be a way to get to the past. That would be nuts. Oh, you're right. It's right here. Wonder if that's going to take us there. And so November 9th. That's a Wednesday. Alright guys, well that's awesome. I will see you guys on Wednesday. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.